Pope, 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 Innocent the Third! Yeah! Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. I'm the Pope. I'm writing a letter. Can you guess who it is to? Good job! It is to King Richard and King Philip. Do you know what it is about? Amazing! It is about the crusade I'm organizing to take back the Holy Land from the Muslims. Do you know what the Holy Land is? I don't know either. Let's ask the chart.
I'm the chart, I'm the chart, I'm the chart, I'm the chart, I'm the chart. Hello, what place are you looking for? The Holy Land? Well, the Holy Land is here, and you are here. It is about 4.5 inches away.
Hello, Philip.
Good day, Richard.
Did you get the letter from the Pope? I asked him about the crusade he was planning. He said he would give me the okay. I only have the K.
Okay, I have the O.
Okay, let's go kill some Muslims. Muslim no swiping!
Aw, man!
Do you know what happened to this poor guy's leg? He sounds really hurt, doesn't he? He sure does. Did he get stabbed by a pillow, a sword, or did he trip on a pointy object? Good job! He tripped on something pointy. Now what should I do? Use stitches or a rainbow sparkle band-aid? Good job! I should use both.
Hey, instead of talking to yourself, can you fix me? I'm bleeding.
What's your attitude, young man? There you go. Now you need rest and lots of water for the rest of the day.
Thank you. I tripped on something pointy, but now I'm all better because of the wonderful nurse lady.
Yay!
It's also the last day of this 10-year crusade. What's the crusade? That's right, to take Holy Land back from the Muslims.
During the 14th century, Black Death killed 75 million people. It consists of 3 plagues, all combined to make a deadly disease that kills 100% of its victims. These plagues started in Eastern Asia in 1347. With the help of rats, it spread to the Northwest, Great Britain, and Northern Europe. By this century, it will reach North America, and it's coming for you. If you or a loved one has Black Death, call 1-800-BLK-DETH.
Here at Legal and Constitutional Documents from Years Past Museum, we have a wide variety of important documents from throughout history, including the Declaration of Independence, the U.S. Constitution, and the Magna Carta. All of our documents started huge changes in the ways governments worked. For example, here we see the Magna Carta. It was the first document forced onto an English king by a group of his subjects to limit his powers and protect their privileges. It required the king to honor certain rights. It obligated that everyone, even the king, had to obey the law. Another one of these rights is known as habeas corpus. This right guaranteed that citizens could not be kept in jail for no reason. They had to have been charged with a transgression and convicted at a jury trial before they could be sent to prison. This document started a domino effect that eventually resulted in the creation of Parliament, a group of nobles to advise the king. Over time, Parliament gained power until it became the group of people that governs England today. The Magna Carta changed England's government greatly, however, it had no effect outside of England. Monarchs in other parts of the continent continued to rule with an iron fist. But eventually, these kings had to face changes similar to those that England experienced. The largest political development occurred in France. In 1328, the King of France died without a son. 2 men claimed his throne. One man was French, the other was the King of England. In the end, the Frenchman became the king. The English king did not agree with this, and after a few years he decided to invade France. This began an extensive conflict between the 2 countries that became known as the 100 Years' War. At first, the English won most of the battles, but after Joan of Arc rallied troops to fight for the English king, the French began to win the war and drive the English out of their country in 1453, but not before the English captured and killed Joan in 1431. As a result of the war, Parliament gained power while the English king lost power. Also, the French king gained power because he became popular with his nobles, and fighting the English created a bond between them. All of our documents here at Legal and Constitutional Documents from Years Past Museum inspired great changes like the Magna Carta did in Europe.
Hello and welcome to 605 News. I'm Nicole Oliveira.
And I'm Max Adler, and we're coming to you live from 605 Live Studios.
Today's news broadcast involves a look in the past of medieval Europe.
Great, let's get started with the geography.
Oh wait, breaking news! We finally got an interview with a descendant from a famous monk.
Okay then, let's look at the interview between Anya and the Benedict of Nursia XII.
Thanks, Max and Nicole. I am here with the Benedict of Nursia XII. He is descendant of the Benedict of Nursia, the monk who spread Christianity to the north. What is your take on Christianity? And how do you follow in your descendants' footsteps?
Well, I feel strongly about Christianity. It's not only my religion, it's a way of life. I follow in their footsteps. In the afternoons, I teach citizens about Christianity and how it spread throughout the north.
Thanks. I am here at the Carmelite Monastery. We're just going to sit in and listen.
Hello, and welcome to Carmelite Monastery. Today we're going to look back into when Christianity was first created, how it spread through the north. It all started during the Middle Ages. It was the time between the 500 and 1500s. At the time, Christianity was not very important and was only used by the cities the Roman Empire owned. But with the help of monks and monasteries, Christianity spread to the north.
I was wondering, how was Christianity spread, and what made the people want to agree with it?
That's an excellent question. Although missionaries tricked people into becoming Christians, the missionaries traveled around the community and convinced the citizens that they were sinful and weak, and that God could help them gain peace, thereby causing them to believe that going to church was the best option. In return, the missionaries who worked hard were later called saints, and therefore, that was how it was spread.
Wow, that is devious. I can't believe people fell for that.
Well, back then, people relied on their rulers in hiring people. So when a ruler or higher-powered person came to town, citizens believed that it would be best to go with the greater good. That was basically how it was spread. Okay, is there any more questions?
No!
Great. Well, thanks for coming out.
And that concludes my interview with Benedict Nursia XII.
Thanks, Anya. Now for Sean explaining the topography of medieval Europe.
Here we see the continent of Europe, which is part of the landmass Eurasia, which is Asia and Europe, and is separated by the Ural Mountain. Today I'll be talking about the shape and elevation, or topography. In the south, most of the land is covered with mountains, and the highest mountains are filled with large snowfields and glaciers. However, at lower elevation, it is actually warm and sunny in the south. Bigger crops like grapes and olives, which could survive in the dry summer. In the north, you can see that most of the land is flat and covered in plains. This plain was once covered in a thick forest, which grew in the rich and fertile soil. Also, many of Europe's rivers are located here. These rivers are formed from the melting snow from the southern mountain, which flows through the plains into the sea. Many of the people who live in the north live farther from the sea because they could get their water from the cities and towns formed along the rivers. Outside of the cities, farmers grew a wide variety of crops because the land was flattened. However, this also made it easy for people to attack this area. In the very north of Europe, by the Ural, is the freezing Scandinavia Peninsula.
And that's it for the geography. Anything else to say?
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking. What do you think it would be like to live in the time of feudalism? Excuse me, sir, who are you?
Doesn't matter. No one cares about me. I work in the fields all day on land that I don't even own.
Oh, well, who does it belong to then?
The owner of this land is over there. He is the knight who hires me for work, and in exchange, I get part of my own land. You may want to visit him for some more information.
Okay, thanks. Nice meeting you. Hey, you! Over there. Yeah, you. What's your name?
Sir Thomas Geoffrey Edward de Cervantes Reginald Chaucer, the Fourth.
I'll call you Tom. So, Tom, is this your property?
Sir Thomas!
Right there. Yes, sir?
I need you to get ready and go prepare for battle with the others. Hurry!
Yes, sir.
And who are you?
Well, I was just wandering land, and I was talking to that nice knight over there. So you're his lord?
Yes, well, I am a noble, but I'm considered his lord because I own him and gave him this land. I'm on the 3rd level of feudalism. My knight is on the 2nd, and my peasants are on the 1st.
Interesting. So I've heard a lot about this manor system. What is it?
Oh, well, you see that large manor over there? That's mine. I own all this land, which consists of farmland, houses, fields, and a small village for the peasants to live. The manor system allows the peasants who don't own any land to farm on knight's land. In return, the peasants must give some of the farmed goods or other payments to the knight.
Oh, because the knights don't have time to farm on their own land, right?
Exactly. Well, I need to go, but if you need any more information, go to the king. Well, actually, the king doesn't like to socialize. I go to the queen. She's very nice.
Okay, thanks. You were a ton of help.
Oh, hello, and who are you?
Just a person looking for some answers. Are you the queen?
Well, yes, I am. What questions do you have?
Well, you're at the top of the hierarchy chart, correct?
With my king, yes. We rule over Europe together.
Sounds like a big commitment.
Don't get me started. There's all this hard work, responsibility, and pressure.
Okay, well...
Wake up! Wake up!
What? Oh, right, sorry. Okay, well, looks like this is all for today. This is 605 News, signing off.